This is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
A very good morning to one and all. Symbiosis Institute of Operations Management would like to welcome you all to the flagship annual conclave HR Summit 2016. This venture is an initiative to empower operation excellence in the field of human resources. Let us begin with a short video clip about Symbiosis Institute of Operations Management.
SIOM, Symbiosis Institute of Operations Management, Nashik, a constituent unit of the prestigious Symbiosis International University. It's a niche competency building institute only for engineers and one of its kind in the nation, with a versatile student base and multifaceted faculty team highly committed to its vision of empowering and leading operations excellence. The full-time MBA in Operations Management, with its innovative curriculum, challenges traditional thinking and introduces the students to multiple business perspectives. Constant inputs from the industry, interactive learning, best industry-oriented curriculum, widely experienced student and faculty fraternity drives the culture of pursuing operations excellence. The rich alumni base and top-notch organizations spread across the entire nation reverberate the efforts taken at SIOM. SIOM aims at heralding a better tomorrow by nurturing future techno-business leaders in the field of operations. Continuing the systematic approach and to keep a pulse of the upcoming trends in the industry, SIOM brings to you HR Summit 2016, a unique confluence of HR and operations management.
On this note, I would like to request our esteemed dignitaries to please come on the dais and light the lamp. I would now request our director, Dr. Vandana Sonavne, share her insights about the significance of this theme.
It is my immense pleasure to welcome all of you to this 8th rendition of HR Summit. As Symbiosis Institute of Operations Management, our mission is to chisel market and community leaders for tomorrow. This HR Summit brings to you the very, very apt thing for today's era, that is agility. I want to bring out a few perspectives on agility here, basically trying to highlight two aspects of agility, that is workforce agility and the operational agility in the chaotic environment in which markets we've seen emerge, collide, and even die. One of the primary determinants of firms' success is indeed agility and nothing else. This ability to remain flexible in facing new developments, to continuously adjust the company's strategic decisions, and to develop innovative ways to create value for customers and community at large is going to be the defining factor. Research also confirms that what differentiates high-value employees is called learning agility. So I feel the new profiles that are emerging are those of problem solvers, thought leaders, and energizers. And that is why 4 types of agility becomes the armors for today's executives: mental agility, people agility, change agility, and most important, results agility. How agile is HRM? How is the migration towards an agile environment? What will be the next step after agile transformation? These are some of the questions that we sit here with as an audience and to listen from the speakers. Thank you so much.
Good morning to all of you. First, I would like to thank Dr. Vandana and Ms. Yashwandara to inviting me for this session. I think the HR agility theme as put by the Symbiosis Institute of Operational Management is very apt and very relevant in nowadays, in the current age. If we don't think right now, there'll be somebody else who will be thinking it on our behalf and disrupt us. So it's better to take things in our own command and stride, disrupt the environment before you get disrupted by somebody else. Today's business scenario is constantly evolving. We are moving from an industrial era to a digital economy era. We are moving from a products to a platform economy. The world is moving, and the HR function itself has to be agile enough to embrace information and technology in this area to match up that speed on the business evolvement. Okay, so whether it's intelligent automation, whether it's predictive disruption, whether it's digital liquid workforce, digital trust and platform economy, HR also have to embrace the ideas of operation centers, visualization techniques, process improvements, prescriptive and predictive analytics, innovation hubs to match up that pace. So these are some of the learnings which I can share, which we are living day in, day out. Thank you.
We talking about came down, and then back to the future is here. Are we going to risk, right? She and a few other students, of course, bottom line, trying to make sense of thinking beyond the PISs that I will do strategy. But 30%, okay, work builds up, but still think of the culture of the organization. Like, I'm not, all right, do this.
But disengage.
Like I was saying, it's a much more easy and what
where we say that as you have rightly, or how can
generally relate to come from here. This is not an era of survival of the fittest, as was said by Darwin, but as Bill Gates has said, it's survival of the agile, survival of the game changers, and survival actually of the quick learners. In a situation where 7-year cycle used to be considered as a recessionary period, it's come down actually to 2 years. So everything is so reduced that you need to optimize your resources. You have to look at disruption, and you have to basically be able to think of strategies and do things in the here and now by thinking on your feet.
This was followed by a panel discussion on transforming organizational structure and whether it's the only response to HR agility. The panel was moderated by Mr. Deepak Yadav, and the speakers were Mr. Arokya Sagairaj, Mr. Bartanu Das, Mr. Abhay Kapoor and Mr. Sutanu Chowdhury.
HR is actually a business to human resources, comes two questions that I push. How close we are, folds from there, collectively beings in the business, previously target the right talent, matching this sort of, when I say fit, that's it, what point is coming up to the human resources. I think this is a very apt topic which the students have actually chosen, because the whole ecosystem where all industries and organizations are actually going through is a very volatile, and I think HR always has to play a very important role in respect to that, how as a function we add value to the business. And I think agility is basically comes from the fact is that how as an individual HR professional, as a function, I'm creating an impact, number one. What is my speed of delivery? And in the process, what's my take on the service orientation? If we all do these three things right, in the process I create a very high recall for myself. So agility is about solving those business problems. And if we are solving this, we have a high recall, top of the head recall, I think we are there. And that's what this summit is all about, that yes, agility and speed brings it all where we actually deliver solution for the business.
Hello everyone. The topic is talent acquisition and building it further. When you talk about talent acquisition, as far as I'm concerned, the talent acquisition strategy needs to meet simple 4 things. First is talent should be able to deliver. The second is talent should be affordable. Third is, are you having enough more play to make the futuristic growth happen. Because the market is continuously changing, technology is continuously changing the market, and finally should be able to retain. I think if you are relating with the growth along with learning, the person will not quit. Money is important. I'm not even saying once that money is not important, right? But I think the person will stay because of you, that what are you adding to his CV. Now top it up with the certification, and that's what I was talking to a ma'am, that how can you actually partner with us wherein we get the people, a fresher maybe, work with them for 3 to 4 years, right? And then execute and maybe enroll him or her into a kind of a course which gives that certification, which adds a SIOM kind of label tag and qualification which meets the requirement of the social and personal stuff. The person will not quit. And this is what we have seen across. So if you look at it, you can have very, very simple strategies in place. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Business agenda and the birth of art, right? So that art talent will represent in terms of excellence. Having a very clear outlook about what exactly your business is, you take over ownership together. Finally, I would just summarize which HR or when we are looking at it will finally give us.
When it comes to the evolution which we have seen in HR, it is not only about what HR is called, but it is also about the functions what HR is doing and how we are adding the innovation in it. And that's where a simple topic about talent acquisition. Talent acquisition is no more about just screening the CVs, the hard copies of the CVs, but it is actually going through the social medias. It is actually about understanding the portfolio or understanding the profile of a person. So it is e-learning, small bites, it is gamification. In fact, in the training has also came into picture now.
Investment decisions can be quite a handful for first-time investors aiming to hit the bullseye. With a sea of information and thousands of options, making the right decision is no walk in the park. Presenting the solution to guide you through the investing decisions. Decode the process of picking the right investments with expert analysts sharing trade secrets and more. It's Stock Market Simplified. Be smart with your money. NSE Value Investing Decoded, Monday at 12:30 p.m. and Thursday at 4 p.m. on NDTV Profit.
Presented by NSE Investor Protection Fund Trust.
Right from childhood I knew I was a born leader. And my first job made me realize just how much. It taught me lessons you can't learn at other jobs. Man management, time management, crisis management, you name it. I was leading a team right from my first day. And the number of years I put in had nothing to do with the great amount of experience I took home. And the best part is that my first job made my second career possible.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
What do you do when you come across the best dram in the world? Discover the story behind the drink.
Join me, Rahul Khanna, on this journey of fine taste from grain to barrel to bottle. Only on NDTV Good Times.
The sun shines brightly on its glorious soil, the land of forests and falls, the land of spirituality and charm, endowed with a wealth of mineral resources. Jharkhand. Explore a flight of modernity and future, propagating an ease of doing business, huge investment opportunities, industrial harmony, and a strong, stable, and visionary leadership.
अब समय आ गया है जो झारखंड में आप अधिक से अधिक इन्वेस्ट करें.
Mark your entry to the wondrous land for Mumbai Roadshow on 20th and 21st September.
Jericho presents Technology and Innovation for Shared Prosperity, an O.P. Jindal Global University initiative.
The conference is part of our larger effort to be engaging in the policy-making process.
Presidents are inherently political. Politics is different than judicial decision-making.
Today at 1 p.m. only on NDTV Prime. the startup capital of India, Bengaluru, becomes an oasis of art. 10 days,